Okay. So England is having the British, it is called as a British Parliament. So the same kind of system was there in our country, that is called as the Indian Parliament. Okay. So that's why our country's constitution is called as parliamentary form of government. And not only this one. So here, example here, parliament is there. At the central level, you can see this parliament, and this parliament is again divided into two houses. One is the lower house, next one is the upper house. So lower house is called as Lok Sabha, upper house is called as Rajya Sabha. So in these houses, representatives are present, that is MPs. Okay, so Rajya Sabha MPs and Lok Sabha MPs are present. So this system is called as the parliamentary form of government. So our country's constitution is completely the parliamentary form of government. So we are following the parliamentary form of government. So parliament is at the central level. Next here we can see this Lok Sabha. Okay, Lok Sabha, and next one is so Rajya Sabha. So lower house and upper house. So representatives. So that's why our country is a parliamentary form of government. So this is the one of the character, and this is one of the principle written in the Constitution of India. So we are following the two houses. Why actually why we are having these two houses? Means suppose if any decision is taken in this Lok Sabha, then the same decision must be accepted by Rajya Sabha. If the Rajya Sabha will not accept, means sometimes so the bill will not be passed. So that's why so we have given the two houses. That means the constitution is providing the two houses. Okay. So some people are suppose if some people are accepting this Lok Sabha, so some people will be accepting in the Rajya Sabha. Some people may depend on this Lok Sabha, and some people may depend on the Rajya Sabha, like that. So our country is having that is a parliamentary form of government. Next, so just we move forward. So we can see here. So this is the okay, just yes. So this shows that the elections, conducting of elections. So elections are there means what? Our country tells that our country is a completely democratic country and republic country. Okay. So next, so here we can see this casting of vote. So that shows that elections are conducted means that is called as the democracy. So democracy was there. Okay, democracy and also republic. So these are there means then it is called as so these are the two principles provided by Constitution of India. Okay, so very important for these people. So because people's, so here democracy republic means all powers are given for people. It's also tells like that. Okay, so just we move forward. So next, yes. So just now we have discussed this one. So separation of powers. So this is also given in our constitution. So constitution is providing for India, that is separation of powers. So separation of powers means, so here there are three systems are there. They are called as the organs of government, organs of government, or organs of country. They are the independent organs. What are the organs? How many are there means three organs. So three organs of country or three organs of government are there. So what is there means, so what are that means? First one is legislature. So we have discussed many times, that is so legislature. Next, the second one is executive. Okay, executive. Next, the third one is judiciary. Okay, so these three are the total independent bodies. So that's why the power is separated from one organization to another one. So more powers are given for independent powers means that shows the complete independence. Okay, so if only one power is given for only one organ, or one organization or one department means. So that is not a democracy. Okay. So first one is legislature. So how this legislature is there. So legislature tells that all the elected persons are present in the legislature. So if the person is an elected person or if the representative is an elected person, then he is called as a legislature. Okay. Example, the MLAs, MPs, prime ministers, chief ministers. So they are all called as the elected persons. Okay. Next here, executive persons are there. Executive persons means these are also the representatives, but they are not elected by people directly. They are indirectly elected. Example, so the president, governors at the state level. Okay. Next, even the district level also we have this IAS collectors. Next, mandal level also we have this MROs, and village level also here we can see this VROs. So this is called as the executive members for the country, and legislature nothing but at the country level. So we can see here the prime minister. So PM will be there. Under PM next to state. If you come to the states, there we can see this CMs, and next MLAs. Next MLCs and MLAs will be at the district level. Next at the mandal level, we can see this MPTCs and ZPTCs. And at the village level, we can see the Sarpanch. So these are called as elected persons. They are elected by people directly through casting vote. Okay. So this is a separation of powers in the country. And this also shows that the picture of this Constituent Assembly. So members of the Constituent Assembly fear that executive might become too strong and ignore its responsibility to legislature. So of course executive is having more power, but when it is having power means in the absence of legislature, executive is having more power. Means whenever elections are conducted, okay, like that. But here legislature is nothing but these are people selected persons. Okay, so we have the two types of we have these two, that is directly elected people by people, indirectly elected peoples also is there. So two representatives are there. Next one is judiciary. So judiciary does not depend on either executive or legislature. So that's why India is having these three forms independently. That shows the complete independence. Okay. So here that is as the separation of powers. Next, we go for this. Next here in this lesson, while reading this lesson, so we can see the state. Here the word state represents not the state government. It is called as the country. Sometimes instead of representing country, just they are telling like as state. Okay. Sometimes they will tell as state. State means what? Total country sometimes. So whenever we are discussing about the about our country in the foreign arenas, that means in the foreign matters, we will tell just only as a state. So Indian state, you can call this as like Indian state. So sometimes don't confuse between the state government and the state. So here the state refers in this chapter mainly the central government or the total country, that is Indian state, like that. Okay. Next, just we move forward. Next one is our country is also providing these fundamental rights. So this is very important. So our constitution is prepared in such a manner that providing of fundamental rights. So these fundamental rights, what are the fundamental rights? So why these importance is there means, so anybody can ask about these fundamental rights. Means what? So example here totally our country is providing 6 fundamental rights.